Flames turn a Raytown apartment building into a total loss.
It's near East 60th Street and Raytown Road, and that's where we find Tara Hall, who's there right now with the latest information. Tara.
Good morning, guys. Well, it seems like the fire is out for now. You can still smell all of the charred mess. There's also some smoke still coming out of the building. Fire and police officials on scene trying to get this under control as the smoke continues to billow out of the building. Now, I am joined by Deputy Chief Mike Hurley. Is that right? Huntley. Sorry about that. And tell me a little bit about any idea how this whole thing got started.
We heard it got started in a laundry room on the second floor, but I don't have any more information than that. About 2:20 this morning, our crews got a 911 call, or our dispatcher did, and crews responded. They had heavy smoke showing. They didn't have any fire originally. They made entry, reports of people trapped. They found some occupants. They brought out 3 people, and they transported those to hospitals. I don't know their condition right now. We haven't got that information yet. After they got the people out, we temporarily had a crew that was trapped because they had a hose line break, but they were able to shelter in an apartment that wasn't involved in the fire, and other firefighters were able to get to them and help them get back out. They were uninjured. They were just trapped for a minute. Nothing serious there. It didn't end up being serious.
How was it fighting these flames? Because we saw those flames, and folks at home would have just seen those. They look pretty big.
Well, they told me that they had a lot of heat. They had heavy smoke conditions and a lot of heat inside originally. Once we got the occupants out that they could find, we had too much fire in one half of the building to really put any more of our people in there. So we got the people out that we could find, and then we pulled our people out. When we got the crew separated, they had the hose line break. So at that point, we moved everybody out of the building, and we started fighting it. We call it defensively. So we started putting water on the fire from aerials. There's one behind you, and then big hand lines from the ground. We just had guys spraying water in windows. So that's where we are now. We just sprayed a lot of water on it. We haven't even started an investigation yet. It's going to be a long process this morning. We'll be here most of the day, I'm sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And so where do you go from here? Because the smoke obviously is still coming out, and I can still feel some heat. So what are the next steps?
Well, we have a fire investigator who's on scene right now. He's starting his preliminary work and he hasn't even been in the building, and we probably won't be for some time. We're going to continue to monitor the building because we're sure that there's some parts of the fire that are still active. We just can't get to them because there's floor collapses in there, and we can't risk our people at this point. We'll probably wait for daylight before we really try to do anything to get in there and put out the little, we call them hot spots, the parts of the fire that we weren't able to get to with the master stream from the aerial. So
thank you.
It's going to be a long process.
Thank you so much. So there you have it. Fire and police crews still on scene, waiting for daylight until they can get inside and make sure all those hot spots are put out, as well as the original cause of the fire. We're going to stay on scene, so be sure to stay tuned as updates become available. We'll let you know on air and online. In Raytown, I'm Tara Hall, 41 Action News.